This is Janet Yellen. Talking about how the admits the $1.9 trillion boondoggle led to inflation. Let's see what she has to say.
Did it create inflation? Did $2 trillion of deficit spending create inflation?
It did boost demand, and that is one of several factors that are involved in inflation.
Okay, there you go. So even the Treasury Secretary, while wiggling around and trying to squirm out of it, knowing that she was in a trap and a vice, admits they caused inflation. Why do we care about this? Okay, very simple. I'm going to get Janet Yellen off because she kind of irritates me in general principles. Why do we care about this? It's very simple. Every single one of us is born the brunt of the inflationary spiral that Joe Biden created. Every single one of us, whether it's trying to buy a new car or a used car, or having your rents go up, finding that you want to sell your house, you can't sell your house because the interest rates are too high, or trying to buy a new house or buy your first house and discovering that the house that you could have bought last year is a lot more expensive this year because of the rise in home mortgage rates. The fact that we have companies that are going, now we have the banks getting creamed because they put their money into, as they're supposed to, as the federal government wants them to, in fact, requires them to a large extent. They put their money into government treasury bills, and those treasury bills diminished in value because of the higher inflation rate. The kind of the absurdity of people saying we can never have high inflation again because they hadn't experienced it in their life. Those of us who did live in the 70s and tried to exist in the 70s and remember, at least my case, coming home and not knowing, saying, the harder I work, the less money I have. And that was exactly true. And it was a challenging time because of inflation, where virtually, I don't have to recount it. I mean, there were just everything you saw was going up, and it was not sustainable. But Joe Biden had to have his name on a stimulus bill because he wanted to be able to send checks just like Donald Trump did. And so he went off and he put his name on a stimulus bill, spent $2 trillion on it, and ended up creating setting the ball rolling for the disaster we have now.